Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and today we're in the state of Massachusetts. We are currently in the city of Peabody. However, we're driving towards Salem, Massachusetts. Today we're going to be doing a driving tour of downtown Salem, Massachusetts. It's 76 degrees outside. I figured it would be beneficial to document the 5-minute drive towards Salem so that you guys can see the neighborhood that is surrounding Salem, Massachusetts. We're about 5 minutes away from our desired start destination. We're exiting the town of Peabody, which is right next to Salem. We have the Peabody Diner on my right-hand side. We're passing Proctor Street. We have St. Thomas, the Apostle Parish Church on our left. We're passing Highland. We have St. Mary's Cemetery on our left. City of Salem, birthplace of the National Guard. Passing Mooney Ave. That's what the sign said on our right, referring to the National Guard. We're passing Granite Street. We have a female jogging on our right. Passing Cushing Street. There is traffic behind me. We're passing Woodside. We have the Quick Pick Convenience on our right-hand side. We're at the intersection of North and Nursery. The Peabody Essex Museum is in front of us. We're passing Garden. We have Fix Master on our left. Looks like they repair appliances. We're passing North End Ave. We're passing Simmons, spelled with a Y. We have a nice classic Mustang on our right-hand side. We're in a residential neighborhood. I see a variety of homes, 2-story, 3-story homes, vinyl siding. We're gonna stop here at School Street. We're currently on North, facing School Street. We have King's Roast Beef Seafood Restaurant on our right-hand side. They sell pizza and all types of other dishes. We're about 3 minutes away from Salem. Salem is a city on the north coast of Massachusetts above Boston. It's famous for its 1692 witch trials, during which several locals were executed for allegedly practicing witchcraft. Landmarks from this episode include the Witch House, the former home of a trial judge. The Peabody Essex Museum has a massive collection of global art and artifacts, including a rebuilt Qing-era Chinese house. King spelled with a Q. Directly in front of us, you can also head towards the Salem Hospital. There's a lot of traffic, as you can see in front of us. There's a whole line of vehicles. The same line of vehicles is directly behind us, so I'm leading the pace of traffic. Hence why I'm driving traditional speed. Normally I like to drive slower, but with this much traffic, you kind of got to go with the flow of it. If not, you're going to hear horns and people rushing you out of the way. See how much traffic there is? It's a gloomy day. It's not really sunny out right now. We're passing Dearborn Street. We just passed Med Court. Passing Levitt Court. We have Salem Food Store on our left. We have a Shell gas station on our right, which has gas for $4.79 per gallon of regular unleaded fuel. We have North Street Tattoo on our left and Dot and Ray's breakfast, lunch, and dinner seafood spot. On our right, we have another gas station, a Citgo gas station, connected to a Dunkin' Donuts. The Citgo has regular unleaded fuel for $4.69. We're approaching Mason Street. On our right, we have Had That Buy Sell Toys. On our left, Style Barbershop and a multi-service business. We have Salem's Retreat on our left also. We have a Speedway gas station on our left. Regular gas is $4.64 per gallon. We're currently driving towards the town of Salem. I see a building that appears to be probably 5-6 tall stories high. On our right, you can head to the Peabody Essex Museum and the Salem Visitor Center. We're approaching Buckley Square. So we're 1 minute away from our desired start destination. police officer on our left-hand side driving by us. I'm going to merge right. I'm in the wrong lane. I'm going to make a left on the next block. We have a Pure Leaf box truck in front of us that delivers the Pure Leaf iced tea drinks, brewed tea. We're approaching Chestnut. We just passed Essex Street. If you headed left, you head to the Essex Coastal Byway. We're passing Chestnut Street. We're going to continue moving forward. We have some brick sidewalks on our right, some nice older style homes. I've seen a house with some nice planters out front. We're going to make this left-hand turn on Gedney Street. Gedney. Check out the building on my right. It's hidden behind some trees, but the detail still shows. Nice bricks, nice wooden caps on top of the windows. Let's make this left. You'll see a yellow house. It's like a cross between like a banana yellow and a canary yellow. Okay, so we're in downtown Salem. We're gonna cruise around the area, see what we notice. We're passing Gedney Court. I'm gonna point out the obvious and what may not be so obvious to some viewers. We just passed Studio 13 Tattoo Parlor, and we have a Quality Liquors, Fine Wine, and Lottery business on our right. We have a gentleman in front of us crossing the street with a cigarette in his mouth and an iced coffee. We got Steve's Quality Market on our right-hand side. There's only right turns allowed here, right turn only. We're gonna make this right-hand turn. I noticed that that right turn only font is very different from any other font that I've ever seen on a city and or government sign. It looks like it's slanted slightly, bold and slanted. All caps. I've never seen signage with that type of font. Normally it's like straight font. We have a female on our left walking with an iced coffee also. We're passing High Street. So we're gonna go forward and then make a left on Mill Street, which is also known as Peretta Square. We have Andrew and Carla Oliver Center on our right. I'm gonna make this left. I'm gonna make a complete stop, and then I'm gonna make a left. You got John J. Walsh Insurance Company on our right. We're gonna continue moving forward and then make this left-hand turn. This vehicle in front of us has a witchcraft, decal on their Ford Escape SUV in front of us on the right side of the window. I remember seeing that in the movie Witchcraft. No, was it? Craft. I'm sorry, Craft. It was an older 90s movie. And also, I believe in one of the Sabrina Teenage Witch episodes and a couple other witch-related shows and movies. All right, so we have pedestrians out and about commuting. We're gonna continue driving forward. We're currently at a light, so we're gonna wait. Salem is located at an elevation of 26 feet above sea level. The total area that Salem spans is 18.3 square miles. The population as of the 2020 United States Census is 43,350 people. That was 2020, so it's a good chance that it either increased and or decreased. The mayor here is Kim Driscoll. Say it with me. Kim Driscoll. Driscoll rolls off the tongue interestingly. Driscoll. Kind of reminds me of fiscal, like the fiscal school year. So they also have Salem State University nearby. And there's the Salem Witch Museum. Entry is $16.50. They have the House of Seven Gables, which is a historical landmark. Entry is $20. The Witch House at Salem is a museum, but it doesn't have a rate from what I see. We have a Dunkin' Donuts on our left-hand side. First time I've seen a Dunkin' Donuts with that facade with gold lettering. We have the Passage Lounge on our right. I'm going to merge left, but it's kind of hard to drive slow because there's a lot of traffic. We're passing Barton Square. We have O'Neill's Irish Pub on our left. On our right-hand side, we got Daniel Lowe Company, Rockefellers. Passing Essex Street. Cars behind me are insisting I go faster. Wow, we passed a beautiful SE5 Nissan B20. Whoa, let's let me see if I can get it onto a slower street. Let's see, can I make it right here? Is this possible? Just a one-way, two-way? We'll figure this out shortly. Less cars on this road. We have Turner Seafood on our right-hand side. On our left-hand side, we have Salem Wine Imports, Hive and Forge of Salem, Massachusetts, established in 2018. We also have East Regiment Beer Company. On our right, we got Salem 5-1 Salem Green. We're going to continue moving forward. I see a church at the end of the road. Church Street West lot is located on our left-hand side. We have the Essex on our right-hand side. Looks like it could possibly be a hotel. We have Residency Records on our right-hand side. We got Witch City Mall on our right-hand side, guys. So Witch City is one of the nicknames for Salem. Witch City. On our right, it looks like we also have a theater coming June 10th, Jurassic World Dominion. And then we have St. Peter's Episcopal Church on our left-hand side, founded in 1733. Iglesia Episcopal San Pedro. Now, my thing is, since that was founded in 1733, it's a good chance that that church was involved in the witch burnings back in the day, because the 1700s means they were around. There's a lot of headstones in the front. I don't know if those headstones are actual headstones or if they're there for cosmetic reasons, just to enhance the tourist vibe. Let's make this right at New Liberty. Okay, this is do not enter, so we're gonna make a U-turn. This is only for that parking garage. We're gonna turn left right here. We got the Salem Armory Visitor Center on our right. If we would have never turned here, we would have never saw that. Look at that mural on my left up top. You see it with the 5 eyes? That was pretty cool. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn and try to make my way around the block. My goal is to try to drive a little slower so I can show you guys the environment, but I gotta pick and choose which blocks I can drive slow on. Look at this area on my left. Looks very historic. These buildings on my left look very historic, very original. The sidewalks are brick. Let's make this left on Howard Street. I originally wanted to go right, but considering that this block is slim, small, I want to see what it looks like. We have a very nice paved street. On my right, we have a lion. It looks like a bird feeder, like one of those water ponds that the birds can stop and drink. We have a nice garage door on our right hand side. We have a mother and a child on my left hand side sitting on their steps. It looks like, oh, he was waiting for the school bus. The school bus is behind me. Wow, so he was doing work out front with his mother until the school bus came. Very interesting, guys. Wow, I haven't seen that, I don't think, ever. We have some vinyl-sided buildings on my right. We have, again, a cemetery on our left-hand side. This must be connected to the Episcopal Church. Speaking of the church, that family, the mother and son that was outside waiting for the school bus, they live right behind the church and right next to a cemetery. How would you feel about living next to a cemetery? So, I don't know if you guys remember, back in the day, there was a child movie. It's like a children-friendly, family-friendly Halloween movie called Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I remember that. You remember Hocus Pocus? That was my movie. I don't care what anybody says. Matter of fact, I think I recently bought it in the $5 box from Walmart. I currently own Hocus Pocus. Yep. Yeah, Hocus Pocus, to my knowledge, was shot in the area. Where is the Hocus Pocus house? It's in Salem, Massachusetts. Yep, the Hocus Pocus house is in Salem, Massachusetts. Now, I wonder if it was actually shot on location. Good question, right? We'll figure that out later. All right, we're at another red light. We're at Bridge Street. So we're gonna wait here to make a left-hand turn. Salem is a historic town in Massachusetts. The area was home to native people for thousands of years before being settled by the Massachusetts Bay colonists in the 17th century. Salem is most famous for being the site of the Salem witch trials in 1692, but also has a rich maritime history as well. Can you tour the Hocus Pocus house? You can't do a Hocus Pocus tour and not go see Max and Danny's house, built in the 1870s. This house has become a tourist attraction of its own since the release of the film. Wow, so the house was actually here. So the film was shot here. That is neat. That is cool. Yup, it was shot here, guys. It was shot in Salem, Massachusetts. That's neat. Alright, we're gonna make this left-hand turn. It looks like we have apartments on my right-hand side. SoFi at Salem Station Apartment Homes on our right. Alright, so let's stop here. We're at another light. We have no choice but to stop. If we head left, we'll head to the church and to that theater that we passed, but we're going to continue moving forward. So, land versus water. The total area that makes up Salem is 18.30 square miles, right? Land is 8.29 square miles. Water is 10.01 square miles. So there's actually, this is one of the only cities that I think I've been to, probably next to like New Orleans, Louisiana. This is probably one of the only other cities that I've been to where there's more water than land. Interesting, huh? So the population, remember we talked about the United States Census 2020, the population was 44,480 people. The density per square mile is 5,361.91 people per square mile. So this is a residential and tourist area. So people actually live here, as well as, you know, it's a tourist epicenter. This is not far from Boston. Boston is probably anywhere from 35 to 40 minutes away from here, I guess, depending on traffic. Or if you're an angry foot driver, then you can probably get there quicker. Much of the city's cultural identity reflects its role as the location of the infamous Salem witch trials of 1692. These were the subject of Arthur Miller's play, The Crucible, 1953. Police cars are adorned with witch logos. A public element, or I'm sorry, element. Well, the root word is element. A public elementary school is known as Witchcraft Heights, and a Salem High School athletic team are named the Witches. Gallows Hill was once believed to have been the site of the public hangings, including of persons convicted as witches. It is now parked and used for a playing field and various sports events. Let's make this left on Washington Street. Check out that building on our right, made in 1841. We have some nice planters on our left-hand side. We're passing Federal Street. We have Tabernacle Congregational Church on our right. We have the Odd Meter Coffee Company on our right, Boston Hot Dog Company on our right. We're passing Salem 5 Bank on our left. We have Refined, Buy, Sell, and Trade Clothing on our right. Koto, Japanese Grill and Sushi on our right. We have a Honeydew Donuts business on our right. Look at that SE5 B2000. Hold on. I'm going to pull over here, man. These cars are going and going and going. I'm going to let everybody go by, because if not, I'm not going to be able to slow down. Yo, there's a witch on my right-hand side. Yo, look at her. She's sitting. Look at. Matter of fact, I'm going to point to it. There's a statue right there of a witch sitting on a crescent moon with a broomstick, because, you know, witches usually use brooms to fly away. I like that Mazda B2000 behind me, the SE5. That thing is minty. Fantastic condition for its age. We have the Ginger Cajun Seafood and Bar on our right. The Ugly Mug Diner, breakfast served all day. O'Neill's Irish Pub, Kushko Bistro on our right. Curly Candy Girl Shop on our right. I thought it's a gift shop. It really says Girl Shop. Hoss Witch Home and Healing. We're passing Front Street. We're at Washington and Front Street, going over the crosswalk. That's the Dunkin' Donuts on my right with the very interesting signage. Let's make this left right here. If you make a left, you'll also head to the Registry of Deeds. We're gonna stop here and then make this left-hand turn. So I'm sure there's plenty of documentaries on the Salem witchcraft history here, or just in general. The hangings and lynchings, well, they call them lynchings, but traditionally, technically, it's being hung. And I could be wrong, but I believe they even burned witches. Let me know what you guys think about that. Did they burn witches also? Let's make this left-hand turn. We're on New Derby Street. We got Rockland Trust on our right, and we got, this is the Derby on our left, which is a diner, like a restaurant. We have a pharmacy on our right, the Walgreens Pharmacy, passing Clop Alley, K-L-O-P, Clop Alley. We have Taqueria on our right. Taqueria, they sell tacos, for those of you who don't know what a taqueria is. The Howling Wolf Taqueria, that's the actual full name. You want to learn about it? I'm going to make this left-hand turn. Is it possible to make a left? Yep, it's possible, so I'm going to make this left-hand turn. Beverly I Switch next to the engine house. Derby Lofts on our right. City of Salem emergency safety equipment on our left. We have a smoke shop on our right-hand side. They sell vapor stuff, glass, cigars, CBD, tobacco pipes, novelty items, and more. Well, I'm just gonna make a turn in here so we can look at this little strange scooter thing. I've never seen one of these. You see this little scooter thing right here? It's like a tricycle. It's a three-wheeler. I guess it's good for people who can't balance. That's very interesting. I've never seen one of those before. I wonder if it's electric. It looks like it might be electric. Wow. So I'm gonna make this U-turn. So are there any notable people from here? So we're gonna go over a list. If you know anybody, let us know. We're gonna slowly make this left. You got Nehemiah Adams, Alexander Graham Bell, Frank Weston Benson, John Prentice Benson, William Bentley, Nathaniel Bowditch, Edward Scott Bozek. Let's make this left. We got Eastern Bank in front of us. That's the City Smoke Shop on our right. We can't enter in front of us. Let's make, there's some boutiques over here. Let's make this left. It looks like these boutiques have a little bit more to offer than on our right. We're at Central and Front Street. We got the boutique at front on our right. The boutique, 6 Front Street. These are the addresses, so 8 Front Street, 10 Front Street, and so on. You got Orchid, women's fashions in all sizes, Alex and Company. On our right, it looks like they sell cosmetology and or hair products. Nocturne on our right, Front Street Coffee House on our right-hand side. We got Congressman Seth Moulton's location on our left. We just passed Fashion Apparel and Accessories, J Mode on our left. We're driving over Cobblestone on our right-hand side. We have some purple lights. They look really nice on the tree. Wow, check this out. This on our right-hand side looks awesome. It looks very historical, lined with bricks. Bricks beyond what the eye can see. All these buildings over here are original red bricks. I like bricks, if you didn't know. Now you know. Toon likes the brick style. I'm a big fan of that original look. We have Rustling's Creative Company on our right, Rustling and Ingrid. Check this out on our left. We have an outdoor eating arrangement at Peroni Nostro Azzurro Adriatic Restaurant and Bar. On our left, look at, they have some nice flower pots. It looks like this place can probably really pop on like a nice night. Oak and Moss Business on our right. How many of you guys have tried moss shakes? I've always heard about those, but they never intrigued me enough to drink them. So that's the Hallswitch Home and Healing Business in front of us. New England Soup Factory in front of us. So you got Rick Brunson. There's a bunch of cars on our left. I'm going to let them pass. Rick Brunson, William Mansfield Buffum, Timothy Bergese, Laurie Cabot, Witchcraft, High Priestess and Author. Wow. Robert Elias Cahill, Joseph Hodges Choate, Lucy Hiller. Let's move forward so we can actually make some progress here. We're at Front in Washington. I'm going to allow these vehicles to go by. That lady looks like a witch. Say no. It's like, who's a witch and who's not? Do you guys believe in like witches? Do you believe witchcraft is actually a thing? Like Obviously it's a thing, people practice it, but do you think it's actually does it work? Like, can you actually put a spell on someone? We're passing the Ledger clock on our right hand side. That Ledger clock looks awesome. It's connected to the Ledger restaurant and bar, which is made in the Salem Savings Bank building, which was incorporated in 1818. You have Daniel Lowe and Company on our right. There's a police officer hidden on our left hand side. That B2000 on our left, man, the SE5. I think I'm in love. I think it's beautiful. We passed the building called Bada Bing, classic shoe shining. Wow, they do shoe shining here. Let's make this left here on Lind Street. Can I make a left on Lind? Yes, I can make a left on Lind. Melt homemade ice cream on our right. Wow, homemade ice cream. Yo, the Masonic building on our left-hand side. Leasing and management information, please call George Vernette. Right at home, in-home care and assistance on our right. If you're parked here, your vehicle will be towed. Gallows Hills Museum. Oh, is that the Gallows Hills Museum? I don't know, just not yet. Let's continue moving forward. But this is a residential neighborhood. You got Lucy Hiller, Lambert, Cleveland, Roger Conant, Crowenshield. Oh, the Dungeon Museum on our right. Let me slow down. Oh, they got the things that they put their heads in, y'all. This is wicked. You remember when they used to put their heads and their arms inside of, like, instead of handcuffs, they had this stuff right here. You see these things right here? This is in front of the Witch Dungeon Museum. Yo, that is vicious. To think that they actually got them on display and people's heads were once locked in that. The Witch Gaol. Here stood the Salem Gaol, built in 1684, used until 1813, raised in 1957. That is incredible, guys. That is pure history. Let me reverse a little bit in case you guys didn't get to comprehend what we're looking at here. So it looks like they even had logos. Yo, the logos were for what? Children? Were they for children, or they were just for shorter people? You see on my right hand side those things made out of wood? I'm gonna try to snap a picture so we can upload this to the Tune Be Chillin' Instagram account. Wow. Just try to take this picture creatively. It's kind of hard because of the positioning. All right, I just took 2 pictures. Hopefully one of those pictures work out. That is crazy. I didn't even know they was gonna have that on display. Let's move forward. You see that, man? That's how you know things were serious here. And the thing is like, what did they identify as a witch? Like, was it because you went against the norm? You know what I mean? Beautiful dog on my left. Wow, it looks like a blue-nosed Labrador. I've never seen one of those. Condominiums for sale on our left. Probably they want an arm and a leg for those condos. Wesley United Methodist Church on our left. Yeah, the church practices back then, if you think about what happened here, they're probably questionable too, because they probably approved of it. You know what I mean? They probably approved of the lynchings and all of the practices that happened, because I guess witchcraft was considered an occult, and a cult was considered following demons or the devil worship, or satanic worship. So maybe the churches, I don't know, I wasn't around that time, but maybe the churches approved of it, But that's brutal to think that that's how things went down back in the day. All right, I'm gonna cross over. This street looks extremely packed, guys. I'm gonna cross over. I'm trying to get to Federal Street, make my way up a block or so, and then I am going to go through Federal, the continuation. We're on Lind, so we got Federal right across us. Let's see if I can get in. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. I'm gonna make this left. Beautiful. Thank you very much. We're on Federal Street. Look at these properties. Wow, there's a huge building over here on my right. We got the Murphy Funeral Home on our left. Look at this building on our right. This it's like a vanilla colored one. You see it? It's huge. What is that? That is the Pierce Nichols house. It looks like it's connected to the Peabody Essex Museum. Wow, what's the story behind this spot? Scan the code below to learn more. So I can't put that barcode in so y'all can scan, but I can tell you what this is, and you can probably Google if you want to know what this big vanilla envelope color looking house thing looks like, and the history behind it. Pierce Nichols house here in Salem, Massachusetts. You can learn more about that. Okay, let's continue moving forward. Look at the sidewalks, lovely sidewalks. Old city vibes, for real. The house on my right needs a little TLC, but then again, they're probably looking for that old look. Yo, look at, they got some old chairs out there. You see that? Think them chairs were part of the witchcraft days? Yo, that's crazy. All right, we're on Federal Court. This is a dead end in front of us. Should I just go through the dead end just because I want to? I'm gonna go through the dead end just because I want to show you that this block exists. We're on Federal Court. Show you that the block exists so you guys can see it. If not, you would never know this block exists. So I'm gonna have to make a U-turn when we get to the corner, but look at these properties. Look at the white picket fence. That's truly the definition of a white picket fence. Let's make this U-turn. We're literally at someone's door. Oh, there's nobody that lives there though. See the green door in front of us? Permit to build. There's or maybe somebody does live there, and the permit to build just means that they're doing some renovations. The city's probably strict on building because they probably want to keep that old historic vibe. That's probably what attracts people here too. Aside from the witch stuff, is that it has that whole vibe, that whole historic look to it. Kind of reminds me of most old cities. You got Frederick M. Davenport, Elias Haskett Derby, Elias Haskett Derby Jr., Joseph Dixon, Joseph Horace Eaton, Ephraim Emerton, John M. Dot, Thomas Gardner, Robert B. Grote, John Hathorne, William Hathorne, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Sophia Amelia Peabody Hawthorne. Tons and tons of people. A majority of them I do not know. Yo, this list is huge. It's a huge list, but it looks like a lot of political, a lot of religious. Wow, that's interesting. All right, let's make this left-hand turn. Let's talk about some film, literature, and television that took place in Salem. Let's make this left. All right, there's no cars behind me, so I'm gonna cruise at a slow speed. We're traveling 9 miles an hour, so we can talk about this. The Salem movie Java Head was filmed on location in 1922. In June 1970, episode 205 of Bewitched was filmed in Salem. Yeah, Bewitched. I remember that. You remember? Hocus Pocus daytime scene were filmed in Salem. Oh, you see? The Hocus Pocus daytime scenes were filmed here. Sabrina the Teenage Witch filmed an episode. Ah, you see? I told you. I was talking about Sabrina the Teenage Witch earlier on in the story, wasn't I? Oh, wow. Let's show you guys this little block right here. Look at this right here. I'm gonna go through here just because I keep getting lured in by the interesting layout of this neighborhood, and it gives me opportunity to relay some information to you guys before we go back towards the downtown area, because the way people drive here, I'm not gonna be able to really get educational with y'all. Look at this orange house. Was built for John Jenkins Taylor in 1799. Historic Salem Inc. So that's probably registered to the National Historic Registry. Look at these chairs outside of my. I like this block. I like it. This is a nice little city block. Really nice. In 2008, scenes from the film Bride Wars were filmed here. In 2012, Rob Zombie's The Lord of Salem was set and filmed in Salem. If you ever seen Rob Zombie movies, they ain't no joke. Matter of fact, I just saw a Rob Zombie like 3-pack the other day in Walmart. I should have grabbed it. $5 movies. It had a 3-pack of some Rob Zombie movies, A House of a Thousand Corpses, and a bunch of other stuff. Rob Zombie movies ain't no joke. Not for the faint of heart. Some interior and street scenes for 2013's American Hustle was filmed on Federal Street outside of Salem. Ooh. The comedy film Hubie Halloween, starring Adam Sandler, was filmed in Salem. Oh, my boy, Adam Sandler. And I think I saw that movie, Hubie. Yep. The television series Motherland, Fort Salem, is based on a place, based in this place, but in an alternate reality or history. Wow, that is crazy. Those are just some. Alright, let me make this left. This address in front of us is 13 Lynn Street, Salem, Massachusetts. This yellow house right here. The address is 13. The sidewalks, some got brick. Some of the sidewalks here are asphalt, which is interesting. I've never seen an asphalt sidewalk. This is the first time I've seen an asphalt sidewalk. I guess it makes sense. It's better than dirt. And then it goes to bricks. Oh, there's another little block over here that I can go left. Oh man, I love the fact that I can go through these little blocks. Oh wow, look at this. This house, this red one, was built for Jacob Sanderson, cabinet maker. Oh, he used to make cabinets? Damn, by 1808. So the block that we're on, it's Andover. So if you want to look up what this property is valued at, this Jacob Sanderson home, the address is, we're on Andover. The address is 11, so that is 11 Andover Street, Salem, Massachusetts. Has the flower planters outside and all. I like the pace of these little blocks. I like the pace. As y'all can see, I'm cruising as slow as I can just cause there's no cars behind me, and I like that. So some points of interest here are the Cronin Shield Bentley House, the Gedney House, the House of the Seven Gables, John Tucker Dayland House, Joseph Story House, White Lord House, Gardner Pingree House, Chestnut Street District, First Church in Salem, John Hedges House, Derby House, Misery Islands, Nathaniel Bowditch House, Nathaniel Hawthorne Birthplace. Oh, we got a vehicle behind me. I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna allow them to go by because I don't want to hold them up. Nathaniel Hawthorne Birthplace, Peabody Essex Museum, Pierce Nichols House, which we passed the Pierce Nichols House. You remember, right? Phillips Library, Pickering House, Pioneer Village, Ropes Mansion. Wow, late 1720s. Salem Athenaeum. I had to think about how to say that. All right, let's cross over here. Oh man, I'm loving the design. I'm loving the colors. I'm loving the architecture. I'm loving the shutters. Functional shutters. Yup, shutters on our left are functional, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if this one is. Yup, these are functional. Let me look on my right. Alright, they don't got no shutters, but they got beautiful woodwork. That's what I'm talking about. You see a town? Oh, there's another car behind me. A town of this historic nature absolutely should have functional shutters. All right, we got a car behind me, so I got to move a little bit forward. Wow, a very, very nice block. Let's make this left because it looks like an important building over here. Let's make this left. Plus, I'm gonna get out this guy's way. We're approaching Botts Court. This is the Salem Athenaeum. I don't know how to say that. Oh man, that's what I get for not finishing first grade. Planning for the future, universal access, and large program space and environmental upgrades to preserve the collection. This property, which is listed in the National Historic Register or the National Register of Historic Places, has received a matching grant from the City of Salem's Community Preservation Act. Wow, the Salem Athenaeum, established in 1760. Beautiful building. It sucks that such a beautiful town has such a dark history, right? Man. I'm gonna let this other car go by. This is like one of the most beautiful towns that I've seen next to Charleston. Charleston, which was in South Carolina, was also equally as beautiful, but it didn't have, not that I know of, such a dark past. We got First Church in Salem, Unitarian, on our left. Yeah, Charleston, I believe it was in South Carolina. Charleston had the French quarters. Oh man, that looked awesome. Equally as awesome. You got the Salem Common, you got the Salem Willows Park, you got Stephen Phillips House, Winter Island Park, a historic point of U.S. Coast Guard, World War II for U-boat patrol. You got the Witch House, the home of the Salem Witch Trials investigator Jonathan Corwin, and the only building still standing in Salem with direct ties to the witch trials. What? Yo. Sheesh. That's a lot to stomach. It's a lot of information. Let's keep on going forward. Moon Baby Hair Salon on our left. Witch City Wicks on our left. Jerry's Department Store on our right. Bochan, looks like an Asian business on our right. Or Bokan, spelled B-O-C-H. Young Men's Christian Association building on our left with this Stephen and Zisson Elderly Residence Center connected to it. We're at Crombie Street. We got Caramel Patisseries and Macarons on our right. Oh, there's a detour in front of us. Let's follow the detour. I'm gonna just follow the detour. Hermetic Arts. Look at this little video game business on our left. Buy, sell, system. I like that remote. That sign on our left. It's a Nintendo remote. I just want to take the sign. We got Merc Ink Tattoo Studio on our left. Oh man. Speaking of tattoo studios, I'm gonna just talk some small talk for a quick three minutes. There's a tattoo studio here. I was just like looking up the reviews, you know, just cause, you know, I like tattoos and all of that. I was looking up the reviews, and man, the reviews scared me away from one of these locations. First of all, I was looking at some of their pictures. The pictures were horrible. Then what was even more horrible was the response from the owner of the business. Really, really rude, really unprofessional. He made sure to go in, he or she, whoever owns that tattoo parlor. Look at this. City Hall Annex. If we would have never came back here, we would have never saw the City Hall Annex. And the Kodo Asian Grill and Sushi on our right. That's incredible. Yeah, so man, it was so funny. One of the girls got a tattoo of a witch hat, right? And she said, me and my friend came in to get matching tattoos of witch hats. First of all, their shop minimum is 150 or something. So they charged them, I think, like 150 bucks for this little puny 1-inch witch hat. Oh my gosh, it was horribly done. It looked like a child drew it. But I don't know, you know, I guess it's kind of like the owner said, you know, the client's supposed to approve the artwork before that they actually put the needle in the skin. So I guess they approved the witch hat. But it was like it was poorly done. It was so poorly done. And just like I said, the demeanor of whoever left that reply says, I'm the owner. Long paragraphs and like kind of like, dude, like you're the owner, like just relax. Just, you know, thank you for leaving your feedback. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I apologize. Have a great day, or just something. Don't invest so much energy in you know, trying to bash the client or be like basically politely being smart with the client via the World Wide Web on the review section. That's where you don't want to do that at. So anyway, it was just horrible reviews for this one shop. And he kept talking about, well, the shop, well, we're the cheapest in town, you know, because the local shop prices are usually higher, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, no way, Jose. But that was interesting because we just passed a tattoo shop. We passed like 3 or 4 tattoo shops since we started this tour. All right, we got the E Market on our left. We got another tattoo business on our left called Tattoo. What a name. They weren't even creative with that name. They just called it Tattoo. All right, so we're going to continue moving forward. We got a Verizon business on our left. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're on Anzalone Square. U.S. Marine Corps PFC Vincent, killed in action, Guam, Marinas Island, World War II, July 24th, 1944. And I'm going to make this left if these vehicular devices that are traveling in front of me allow me to travel forward. 12 hours later. Oh, look at somebody scribbled with some spray paint on the bottom. Frost of that Verizon building, which was made in 1955. It probably originally wasn't a Verizon building. They just repurposed it, but the building was made in 1955. We're gonna wait here. We're gonna continue moving forward, but we just gotta wait. There's a bunch of traffic, as you guys can see. It's a nice city. It's a nice town. It looks very clean for the most part, minus that little scribble scrabble graffiti that y'all saw. We're passing Clop Alley. It looks like they have a lot of eateries, a lot of places where you can get a drink. We have a Santander Bank on our left. Clean Cut Studio, the New Testament. It is a barbershop. Yeah, there's plenty of barbershops, plenty of salons, plenty of it looks like souvenir shops. Yeah, it looks like an interesting place if witchcraft is your thing, or if you're just not into witch. You don't got to be into witches to come visit. If you just like architecture, if you just want to, you know, come to a notable place that was used in movies and TV shows and things like that, you can absolutely come visit this location. We're going to continue moving forward. Earlier we made a left. We're now going to uncharted territories that we didn't get a chance to explore yet. But unfortunately, we're stuck behind traffic. That's why I like going on them small blocks, because there wasn't much traffic. We got the Jolly Tea Company on our left, spelled Jolie. Kind of like Jolie, but Jolly. Casa Tequila on our left, Mexican restaurant and bar. We got a Speedway gas station on the right, $4.64 per gallon of gasoline. Lulu's Bakery and Pantry on our right, Bambolina on our left, handcrafted wood-fired pizza. I'm gonna make this left, just cause I wanna go left. Salem Wax Museum of Witches. Yo, look at this on my left. Oh snap, they got a cool painting here of Frankenstein. I'm gonna take a picture for the Toon Be Chillin' Instagram account. ToonBechillin. Toon Be Chillin'. This is a pretty cool mural of Frankenstein. It's like a really child-friendly mural. Look at Frankenstein's haunted house. Oh, that makes sense. Frankenstein's castle. That's tough. I'm gonna take another picture. I'm gonna take a picture out of front. This is fire. That's dope. Yo, that's tough right here. Look at. I'm gonna merge that. Look at. Oh snap! On our right, the museum loft apartments. Yo, they got a lot of cool dark arts painted. Look at. There's a pregnant lady. She's holding the Pentagon. Not the Pentagon. That is not called a Pentagon. Is it? Is it called a Pentagon? I forgot what that star was called. No. It's not called a Pentagon. It's a pentagram. Isn't it? I think it's called a pentagram. Whatever. But she's pregnant. Oh snap. Yo, this is crazy. Oh, so this is a dead end. The Paprika Grill Turkish cuisine. It's cool. I'm sorry for clearing my throat. The witchcraft hysteria of Salem in 1692. Look at, they got another one of those things right here. Candlelit ghostly walking tours on our right. Salem Hysteria Pass, discounted admission to Salem Wax Museum self-guided tour featuring London-made figures depicting Salem's history from the witch trials to bold seafarers. Discounted admission to Salem Witch Village. I'm sorry, let me say that again. Discounted admission to Salem Witch Village, a tour by a practicing witch discovering the myths and facts of their craft. Free informational witchcraft trials memorial scroll, free viewing of the witch trials memorial statue, free gravestone rubbings. Yo, free gravestone rubbings. There's gravestones right here in the back of the property, so I guess like they include that with the tour. Like you get a chance to rub the gravestones. Why in the world would you want to rub gravestones? I don't know, it beats me. But I guess there's people out there that like that type of stuff. We got Lulu's Bakery and Pantry directly in front of us. A really nice set of outdoor eating tables on our right. We got Brothers Taverna on our left. And I like how the outdoor eating areas have those giant cinder block, or not even cinder block, like cement barriers. I like that. Because the way people driving right around here, yeah, somebody might accidentally drive into you while you're eating. But if they got the barriers, then you're good for the most part, hopefully. Unless they're doing 100 miles an hour, then the barrier might smush you. All right, we're waiting. More cars. I'm gonna have to put myself in here, because if I don't, nobody's gonna let me in. There's still more cars coming, but we got the Bit Bar on our left. Bit, like 8-bit, like Sega. You know, I think Sega was 8-bit, right? Sega. The Pirate Museum of New England on our left. Let's make this left right here on Ryan Street. We have Immaculate Conception Church on our right hand side, and we have Atlantic Coast Homes on our left. I'm gonna make this left hand turn here onto this little block. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. I waved at her just to say thank you. It was an older gentleman and a woman, probably in their 70s. They allowed us to go by. Thank you very much, sir and ma'am. Salem Housing Authority, main entrance. Yo, they got a housing authority here? No way. Is that like a public housing authority? Get out of town. It looks like there's a little high-rise apartment building right here on my left. On our right, we have the Peabody Essex Museum, and there's banners outside of it on the side of the building, but you can see one of the art pieces through this window on my right. In front of us, you'll head to the Old Town Hall. On our left, you'll head to the McIntyre Historic District, as well as the Witch Trials Memorial on our left. We have a gentleman on our right walking with not an iced coffee, but looks like an actual coffee. Or his thermos could be filled with like tea. You know, maybe he might like tea. Salem CPA work. There's a Charter Street Cemetery on our left, which is part of the National Registry. So one thing that this town reminds me of, which they don't correlate as far as the subject matter, but just the concept that runs throughout the city, this reminds me of Roswell, New Mexico. Because if you go to Roswell, New Mexico, it's a little tiny town, not as charming as this, but still, it's a little tiny town, right? And every single business revolves around the aliens, the UFOs, right? Here, this whole entire town revolves around witchcraft. Yo, there's a bug on the front windshield, a big old bug crawling. Oh snap, it's probably a witch. Go, shoo bug, shoo. I'm trying to tap the windshield, but it's crawling. And I just closed my window in case it decided. It was about to crawl in here, yo. I swear it was about to crawl in here. Good thing. Let me turn on the air conditioner because it's kind of steamy in here. Ouch, ouch, bumpy, bumpy, bump it up. This is the cobblestone. Cobblestone causes a really rough ride, but it looks nice. All right, we already came to this block. We already came here. If you remember the outdoor eating arrangement on our left. All right, we're back at Washington, and there's tons and tons and tons of traffic, guys. All right, let's make this right-hand turn. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, man. Another older gentleman in their 60s that allowed us to go by. That's what I'm talking about. We got some nice older folks here. I've came across some really cranky old folks while traveling the country. And so far, these old folks made a great impression. And I love that truck, again, for the 5th time on my left. Man, rust-free, super clean. If that's original paint, beautiful. Salem Masonic Temple, beautiful temple on our left, but the first floor was rented off as like retail space. But I didn't notice the top the first time around. Man, this area is nice. Let's make this up from Federal. Wow, look at these buildings. Wow, look at these buildings. Holy moly. Okie dokie artichoke. Look at these buildings. They look like, oh snap. We have the Supreme Court on our right-hand side. Then a little after the Supreme Court, we have the Thaddeus Busco building. These buildings look sweet. They look nice. Tune approves of these buildings. Not that my approval matters, but look at that right there. That looks like something presidential, but then again, it looks like something from the Roman, Greek emperor days with the Corinthian columns and all of that cool stuff. And then across the street, we got a cool older gentleman with his jean button-up shirt open with these black tinted glasses. Looks like he got a Kango hat or something. He's walking so slow and suave on our left. I'm gonna drive by. Look at him. He has a cane, but he's not using a cane. He just slowly walking, so cool, calm and collected. Look at him. He got his hands in his pants like Al Bundy. Look at him. The jean jacket button up. He taking a look at that. Tickets. Yo, he looks so cool and smooth with it. 36 Federal Street on our right. That building is sweet. And then look at on our right, once again, we have another J. Michael Roon Judicial Center on our right-hand side. Yo, this block right here crazy. And then on our left, we got these nice houses. Wow. We got a bunch of people waiting outside the Judicial Center. So parking over here sucks. I'm assuming it's gonna suck big time. I wanted to do a walking tour of here, but oh my gosh, where to park? Look at that Toyota MR2 that just drove by. For those of you who knew what I was talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, then you know. I'm gonna make this right on red. Doesn't look like there's a sign telling us otherwise. All right, it looks like we're driving away from Salem. I'm probably gonna have to make a U-turn somewhere down the line. Let me merge left so I can probably figure out my orientation. Yeah, it looks like parking's gonna suck here because it's parking permit only, and then there's a lot of government buildings, and it's a tourist trap basically. They probably want you to pay for it, you know what I mean? And you know, my old saying, if it's free, It's for me. If I gotta pay, I think I gotta go the other way. Say no. I just made that last portion up, yo. I'm clever. Say no. I'm a doofus. All right, let's make this left-hand turn. We got a Valvoline instant oil change business right there on my right-hand side. Ooh, we came through here and I saw this car earlier and I wanted to take a picture of it, but I couldn't because I was so far. And guess what? It's a dead end. But now I'm gonna take a picture of it. Look at that Mercedes-Benz. I don't even care about Mercedes, but I like it. And look at it. It got the fender mirror, like I used to have on my CRV, my 5-speed all-wheel drive real-time CRV. You remember the old Tourmobile vehicle? I'm gonna try to take a picture of it. I'm gonna try. Let me see if I can take a picture. Take a nice little picture. Let me wait till that lady walks by. All right, 3. Come on, lady. Come on, your head's still in the shot. 3. Uh-oh. Come on, lady. 3, 2, snap. I took one and I move a little bit forward because I don't like the truck in the front and the Santa Cruz Hyundai in the back. Right here. I'm trying to take one more picture. All right, 3, 2, 1. Cheese. I'll be telling inanimate objects, lifeless objects, cheese. All right, let's turn on the air conditioner because I'm burning in this bad boy. The sun's starting to shine. All right, I think I'm gonna make a U-turn. Hold on, let me see where this takes us. Cemetery, lettering, memorials on our right. It says no outlet, but let's see where it takes us. Let's see if it's really a no outlet. Oh, they have a circle thing, so we can just use the circle thing, the roundabout, so we can leave. City of Salem. What's that? Leslie's Retreat Park. We just passed that. So at the end of this little no outlet is that park. That little bridge, that overpass right in front of us, that's what we were just on. We're probably gonna drive straight back then. I wonder if I can park back here without getting into trouble and just walk up there. Right? Hold on. Let me make a U-turn here. Let me make a U-turn and figure this out real quick. I'm sorry to do the logistics of a walking tour during this driving tour, but I want to see, do they charge for parking here? If they don't charge for parking here, then boom, that's my plan. Park down here and just walk a block or two. 1 hour parking. Oh, well, I don't think, unless I keep it a short tour, right? I don't think I'm gonna be that long. Yeah, right here, there's another couple parkings on my left. Yeah, I think this might be the plan. You know, I might be 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, but hopefully they don't give me a ticket for being 5-10 minutes late. It doesn't look like there's nobody down here to clock it. But with my luck, boom, somebody pops up and clocks it. And be like, you're 7 minutes late, we're gonna charge you. All right, so let's drive towards downtown. That's that Mercedes on our left, nice classic vehicular device. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. There's a little sidewalk on my right, just in case if I do have to park down there to walk up here. Oh, it looks like they got cameras right here. But the thing is, you could like smack them with a bat from where we're at. Like cameras that'll take pictures of you or something. And somebody throw a cigarette out of them. Luckily, we ain't leaking gas. Wow, this Tahoe is a hybrid? Oh snap, this Tahoe is a hybrid. Alright, let's wait at this red light. This red light is taking quite some time. Alright, let's move forward. Alright, so let's try to move forward at a faster pace. Let's try to beat this car next to us. Too fast, too furious. Ah, you got beat by a little smart car. That's messed up, man. Alright, so right here on my right hand side, look at this is the witch house. Check it out. The Salem, Massachusetts witch house. The dude was doing some weed whacker work in front of the witch house. Let me make this right hand turn. Right hand turn. Boom. Wow. We got a chance to document the witch house. That is cool. I like this neighborhood, man. This is a nice neighborhood. Not saying that I would come and move to it, but if I ever hit the lottery and I just wanted to buy a random house somewhere, In Massachusetts, hey, I would consider just owning a home here, somewhere in one of them little teeny weeny blocks. I like. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Salem?